time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Mustangs will put total leather to crank us up. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Miami's offense will get first crack at it today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going.
Lots of running room. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Hurricanes can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a man. It's Beck. It's complete on the right side. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bauman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. And the Canes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Makes the catch. He's loose. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Leaves it with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the Canes are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. It'll be 1st and goal from the 2. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. So the SMU Mustangs offense will take the field for the first time. not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
The Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Working the middle, it's complete. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Caught near the sticks. It's Hudson. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, SMU. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up.
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Running into the open space. Quarterback gets the first down. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. The screen, he can go. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Third and short now, they snap it from their own 46. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the Mustangs will move the sticks.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. From the gun, the running back has it. Wide open spaces. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. The Mustangs line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He makes the fair catch at his own 8-yard line, and that might have kept them from being backed up even further. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Give to the running back. Look out, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Hurricanes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Marion. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The Canes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. And the Canes are on the move. He wants to change this route. Looking to pass. It's back. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
A strike downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Hurricanes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Canes!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Memphis went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Tigers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. And it's open down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Knight. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Mustangs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And he avoids the tackle with the slide. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Finding open areas. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the 1st half, and they might need even more production here in the 2nd.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally.
Turning it on! Across the 30, out of bounds. 10-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, then this offense is virtually unstoppable. Because of his ability to extend plays and create, his accuracy thrown vertically down the field, SMU has everything they need. Rhett Lashley is going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If this guy takes that next step, watch out. This is a team vying for the college football playoff.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. Gives it on the option. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the second time. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. That last completion sets him up on second down. Got it set up on the outside. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Great place to start for this offense. Quick completion to the right.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's way too far for everybody. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Got the quick pass. Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. Buys a little extra time. Fires on the move. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Looking to throw, it's back. Right on the money. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
It's a bang-bang play, running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Safe completion on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Canes are marching down the field. To the air on first down. Setting up the screen. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking downfield, it's back. Unloads it left. Got his man. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. There he goes. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the 4th quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So 1st down will open up the final period. Out of the gun to give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Makes the catch. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the third down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? And the Mustangs are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Pulls it, fire complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing...
Oh, a lot of space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Mustangs in the hurry up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Caught in the backfield. It's Knight. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Back to pass. It's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Mustangs will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Hurricane! Stealing a score on special teams. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He breaks a tackle. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. They'll run the screen. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. So now it's second and long.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep...
And the ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. The Mustangs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to run for it. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, And this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first down. That's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the tight end. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Snap in the shotgun. Touchdown, SMU. Fit it in the window for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. They want that clock to run. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Quarterback adapted. Pulls it in. It's Fletcher. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but then space just evaporated.
And a great job on the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Looking to buy time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Line getting set on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Beck. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Daniels. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Wants to throw on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Hurricanes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Well, let's hope he just throws this one away. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down